is a contestant of the school, and I start arriving at the school around 6 a.m. because the trip is from Santo Domingo to Jarabacoa. So, in the school, the group of the third year of the secondary, its total is around 150 people. For transparency, the school rents 3 vehicles in which one they can fit about 50 students. We got into the vehicles on the way to Jarabacoa and arriving around 1-2 p.m. Every time normal. In this contest it is done every year, but this is most special because this year the activity is climb a big mountain of 2 kilometers tall. The first day when we arrived at the place of consistent that was with the bedrooms, it was to unpack our bags and be with our friends. The next day, second day, we got up at 5 in the morning, and here the real story begins. First, with the backpack, we were going to carry food since it was a long trip. What happened? I stayed last without releasing it with two of my friends, Mario and Abel. When we were going to leave the place consisting to start going towards the mountain, it was just the three of us. And we were a little mad because we wanted to head the top of mountain first and we were the last. We left and the first way was to go down a straight distance of 2 kilometers. To round out that journey we were talking about whatever. After walking a lot and became a little tired in the distance, you could see a person standing, and it turned out to be the director Tony, who was waiting for the last workout. He said towards we were was the mountain road which was called mogote. The mountain name is mogote. As we were the last one, the director Tony, he got up with us and started running, and he said, "Let's go, guys. We want to get up fast." Now we started. And after going up for about 10 minutes, we met almost all students. There was a crowd of people, and without thinking much, I would start to move forward, leaving to my friends behind. I thought they would follow me, but I don't know. I don't know what happened to them with my friends, and here started with my goal of reaching to their first and having started last. When I started to clean out the beginning of the path, there were many plants around to cover it every time, and it looked very dark. Then I met a friend named Corazon, so I stayed with her talking and going up the mountain. Continued the path began to become narrow, muddy, and inclined. I had to carry Corazon on my back because she told me that she could no longer walk and was tired. But when the path began to widen, I told her to leave here because I was later with her. So I continued on my way. Little by little, I was going up on the road changed. Sometimes they're narrow, sometimes they winded. I kept walking. When I turned right, I said the road inclined at about 60 degrees, and that in that part of the mountain had a rope tied to a tree. That was at the top of a slope, so I had to take that rope and clean with it. I must say that with the rope I hurt my hands a bit since it's very difficult to clean it with my body and my hands full of mud. I thought it was the most difficult obstacle, but when I managed to clean the sloping part with the rope, I say was now inclined, but for down. After passing this part, it was inclined again for up, but not so much. And I began to see the way and zigzag, and I was feeling a little dizzy and tired for that, so I stopped to catch my breath and turned I met a group and I joined in with they to continue climbing. They had the same goal as me to arrive first, so I knew that I would leave anyone behind to head there. As I continued the journey, the path became so muddy that my knees were completely covered in mud. During the course of the adventure, sometimes I without knowing it was surrounded by plants all the way. It was very cold all of a sudden, and it was all very dark, but not so much. I could see everything clearly. Here the path again inclined again like 50 degrees, and it was the part more difficult, for it was full of mud and it was very narrow. Here I fell several times downwards due to the difficulty of what was. The companions, my friends, they were with me, overtook me, and I was alone again. After several attempts, I was able to overcome that obstacle, and when I stopped being inclined, the chain was normal, and I was not inclined, although it was still dark, and with my last breath, since I was tired, I could see a light, and I began to scream, and heard a voice to say, "Brian, Brian, we are here. Come, come, it will not give you much." With my last strength, I started the run, and every time I could see more light. When I could finally arrive, I felt the cold but fresh air with the sunlight touching me my face. I thought I had died and be reborn. And here, there was a house and a mill. The ground was very green and pasty, and the view from the top of the mountain, it was beautiful. In the end, I did not arrive first, but I was among the first 10 of the 150. I left at 5 in the morning and reached the top of the mountain at 8:05. The last person to reach the top arrived at 1 p.m. It was a wonderful and very exciting experience, and here is a photo on the top of the mountain with my companions.